Hey everyone, a very warm welcome on our e-learning platform of Advanced Scientific. We believe you all are doing great. Let's begin today's session. Today's session we will be focusing about how to read a research article. Especially we are focusing towards students, especially related to BSc, BTech, MSc and MTech and very beginner students who are planning for applying and doing PhDs for them because most often at our place also and in my as a mentor journey I have noticed and experienced that most of the students especially they are not aware, they are a bit phobic about how to read and understand the research articles, and it is very important for multiple steps while writing our proposals, while writing our research articles, proposal, grant. So it's very fundamental part, and we thought we should make and guide you about these things. So if you are a scientist and if you already know how to read and write the research article, it might not be very useful for you. But if you do find these videos useful for your students and for your scientific community, we are more than happy that please share these videos among your scientific endeavor. So let's begin today's session. So today's session is related to research article reading because this is the fundamental and basic part prior to our grant writing, prior to our thesis writing, prior to our research writing. Okay, so we should know research articles are of different types. Sometimes it is based on analytical studies, sometimes it is based on surveys, sometimes it is based on experimental studies, and so on. But especially if we talk about the biological data, in our case, most of the time, we require research articles and research reviews. So especially if we focus about BSc, BTech, MSc, and very beginning stages of your PhD career, if you are, then the kind of research articles and reviews which you require will be of these kinds. So review articles are mostly related to summary of 50, 60, say 80, 100 papers. So once you want to understand a subject area, like suppose I have to work on CRISPR or SARS, in that case I have to read about the review so I can get the ideas who have discovered this technology, what kind of experimentation, what kind of problem people are facing, what are the solution they are designing. So those are summary of some research articles, and they will give you overview knowledge about the subject area. But on parallel, if suppose I have to write a proposal, if I have to write a research article, or if I have to submit a grant, in that period, I have to understand something experimental kind of data, protocols, tools, what kind of studies people have done, what strategy they have taken, how they have troubleshooted the problem areas. So in that time, research articles are very important. Fine. So research article is actually a documented and written work published either in a print or electronic medium form. So sometimes you will see that people, depending on different journals, they will address them as original article, research articles, and sometimes only articles. So they will provide you experimental data also. Reviews is kind of summary. Okay, so a research article reports the result of original research, assess its contribution to the body of knowledge in the given area. Right now we are talking about the biological sector, and they are validated information because most often these undergo a peer review things, and it takes almost 6 months to 1 year, and then it is reviewed by academia and journal editors and many reviewers, and then it comes to the public databases and all those things. How and where you can get these research articles? You can either go to Resource Scholar or you can go to NCBI PubMed. We have already made one tutorial for NCBI PubMed for the beginner. If you are new, like how to get this research article and reviews, we request you to go and see the thread videos link, and you can get it that NCBI PubMed tutorial videos in our channel. So who should read these articles first? Suppose you are a student, because right now we are focusing this tutorial for student purpose. So if you are suppose a BSc MSc student, maybe you are planning to do some major training or dissertations. In that time you have to design some project, either it's 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. But obviously, if suppose you have to work on anti-cancer drug, antiviral drug, CRISPR, gene editing, molecular therapeutics, whatever subject area you are choosing, obviously the new advanced technology most often are not taught in the curriculum where you are doing your BSc and BTech studies. So the recent experimental studies, the project ideas, the subject and the studies related to these things you will find from the PubMed, from the research article of the different scientific group. So, as a student, if you want to understand a subject area, or if you want to do a mini training or dissertation, in that time, if you are writing your report, thesis, during that period you will require. Similarly, if you are a researcher, you also has to write some grant proposal. If you are a scientist, similarly for your scientific writing, grant submissions, we require these kind of things. So obviously, student, researchers, scientists, PhD, postdoc, people from academia, R&D, and the professionals from pharma, healthcare, medical professionals, we all require at certain stages these research articles to understand our subject area, to write a thesis, proposals, grant, troubleshoot these kind of things. Fine. So why and what are the benefits? Let's briefly discuss this thing. So as a student, if you are coming from BSc, as I said, in the curriculum, suppose right now we are having this COVID period of 19 and challenging time. Every month, new variants, new vaccines are coming in the market. Obviously, these things are not in your curriculum, because that takes time to design your curriculum syllabus. So something other than that, if you want to understand that what is actually happening in the real research scenario. So suppose if you have to work on gene editing, CRISPR, aptamer, nanotechnology, COVID-19. So understanding these research area will require to read you about research articles and reviews. So, in that purpose, you have to read and understand the research, recent findings of the research. Okay. And what will happen if you will read such kind of things? It will help you to write a wonderful thesis. You will get the understanding what are the recent trends and technologies where you can get your grant, research proposals, study abroad kind of jobs, and good subject area where you can make and prosper your career also in a scientific journal. So for writing your thesis, synopsis, grant, and research proposals, you can pick your topics. Other than that, if suppose you are performing a thesis on many projects or PhD in the beginning stages, if you are from a renowned university, most of the time they don't do spoon feeding. We have to design our protocol, synopsis, troubleshooting by ourselves. I am a PhD from GNU. I have noticed these things that they don't encourage the spoon feeding kind of atmosphere. They allow you to think in as an independent scientist, and for that purpose you have to go and read research articles, get the protocol ideas, tools. If you're handling in silico project, then the databases, the pipeline, the tools which you require. You have to read the articles and get the ideas about what kind of experimentation protocol you can use for your studies. Okay, so as a BSc, MSc, MTech, PhD beginning stages, you can read research articles related to your subject areas and research proposals. This will also help when you are writing your thesis, or if suppose you are planning to publish your work. In that time also, these kind of research reading and will help you a lot, because research article writing itself is a scientific skill which we enhance and which we get when we actually read others papers, because there is a scientific terminology, vocabulary, because here in scientific writing we write very precisely. We don't write in a essay form. Very in a very crisp, logical, systematic, and scientific way. We have to write everything. So the more you will read research article, the more you will understand the scientific vocabulary and terminology. This will enhance your scientific writing skills also. Okay. And so while you are writing a research article or thesis, while you have to write your citations for your result and discussion, in every step, this is going to help you. The other thing is that the more we read about research article, the more we get the research ideas. Suppose while performing my experiments or my training, if I'm getting some trouble, if I'm getting some problem, then I will also get the ideas how others has troubleshoot those kind of problems. So in a similar fashion, I can also come up with some ideas by which I can troubleshoot my problems related to my project. So all these kind of scientific skills you will enhance and gain while reading the research article. So as a beginner participant, as a beginner student, is it's a very crucial and fundamental step which every student should enhance and start practicing about. So research article reading is very important step in your scientific journey. So let's talk about journal format, about the background and the structure of a research article. So, if we talk about research article, a very fundamental part of your research article will be the title of your research article, because that will provide you the summary and the crisp about what this research studies revolves around. Suppose you are reading about a CRISPR gene editing paper. So, while reading the title, you will understand, okay, this gene editing, while CRISPR they are using for which gene purpose, what will be the benefits or the prospect of that study. So title will give you the crisp and the summary of the research article and the studies. Affiliation, journal name, author name is also very important. Suppose if you want to read about recent paper, then try to pick the recent article. Otherwise, if you want to understand the subject area, then that in that time I would suggest you to read the old paper to understand those things first. So affiliation, author name is also very important. Journal names are also very important. We have already taught you in the NCBI PubMed how to download the research articles, recent and the old research articles. So please have the look on that tutorial also. After that, abstract is the very important part of any research article. Many people skip these things at the beginner stages, but I would suggest you to read abstract 2 3 times actually to get the understanding about this subject area. So read the abstract first. Okay, so in abstract, you will get the ideas like why the studies has been done, what is the significance and the strategy the research group has taken to solve the research problem, what result they have got, what are the future prospect and the summary and the conclusion of those kind of studies. In the beginning stages, I agree you will face trouble in understanding the scientific language, but try to read 2 3 4 times this abstract, because it is not very long portion of the research article. It's just 150 to 200 words document, but here you will find the key topics and the areas. So once you are reading, make a notes, highlight the terms, scientific terms, what you are getting here. After abstract, keywords are also mentioned here. So just write it down what key findings you are reading in that abstract portion. Suppose you are reading aptamer. So okay, aptamer is a new word. What are the role of aptamers? How aptamer has been generated by select? So two terms you can directly pick, aptamer and select. In similar fashion, okay, this aptamer they have used for biotherapeutic purpose, diagnostic, sensor purpose. So pick pick the terms which are new to you. Read about those things so that you will understand what are the new technology in research areas, how they have used and applied those technology in solving a particular problem. So don't skip abstract reading in the initial stages. Actually try and emphasize reading 2 3 times. Okay. And this is not a rocket science. In beginning you might face bit of challenge, but as you will progress, as you will read, you will very easily understand all these things. Don't worry about that. Once you are okay with the abstract, that okay, this abstract is good, it's a technology based technology, or maybe it is relevant for your study purpose or research project area, and this is a relevant and significant paper which you wanted to read ahead, then read about the introduction and background, because here they will provide you the history, the way how they have utilized, why, the reasons, everything, the discussion, what result they have got, how their result is relevant, if they have faced any trouble, how they have troubleshooted those things, what is the future prospect. So it's kind of elaboration of all the studies. So this will be very important for you guys in the beginning stages. Then, if you are a research scholar or if you wanted to perform experiments also, in that time, the data tools, what they have used, the protocol, the methodology, what they have used. Don't, if you are not doing experiments, then in that case, don't go to the mathematical detail, how much they have added, what chemical, in what ratio. In that time, it is not of very important for you. Just see what kind of protocols and method they have used. But if you are planning for doing experiment, in that time obviously we have to check the citation, the reference of that protocol, how much chemical and things they have used. In that time we have to go and thoroughly use those information. And if you are from bioinformatics, then the tools and the databases and the pipeline what they have used, we have to look for the URL and all those things. Then the very significant part after abstract is your result and discussion. So after that studies, why and what they have done, why they have done, all those things you will get from abstract and introduction. But now they will explain what they have found by these particular studies. And here you will get the in the text form also, in the figure, bar, and different statistical results also they provide depending on what kind of studies they have performed. So every time when you are reading the results, please correlate with the figure numbers also, because they will be explaining some gel diagrams or bar diagrams or stats or tables. So always correlate all those things. Here they will explain you what they have found, whether their result is significant in terms of stats, whether the similar result has been found by other groups, or they are getting some opposite results. So, what could be the reason for that? All these details will be present here. And based on that, they will conclude their overall story, what they have done, why they have done, what they have found, how these things can be utilized for further studies. They will narrow down everything in a summary form in the conclusion and the future prospects part. Okay. Then, depending on different journals, there are few additional points. Like sometimes, if there are multiple authors, then we have to provide the contributions of each authors. If every group, different groups, sometimes different countries are also involved in a particular paper, so we have to mention whether there's some conflict of interest or no. So, journals to journal, they will ask you about all those things. So some miscellaneous and additional information they will ask you about the conflict of interest if multiple group and multiple people and authors are involved. And other than that, each authors how much they have contributed in terms of experimentation, designing, real technical experimentations, writing part, and also. And if it is a research article related thing, then we have to give the acknowledgement to the grant and the copyrights and everything. If you are taking the figures and picture from some other resources and other article also, then copyright also permissions we have to take, the grant name and grant details also we have to mention. So these things, this blue region which I'm showing here, it depends depending on different journals. Fine. So let me show you some demo of my research articles, and I will show you one research article and one review article. So you will get the idea about the differences about these papers. Okay. This is a research review article. As I mentioned, that review is a summary of many papers. So here you can see that I have written this aptamer review from US lab. So this is the role of aptamer in HIV research. Especially, I have focused on diagnostic and therapeutic. So from this, just by looking at the title, you can get the ideas about aptamer, HIV research, diagnostic, and therapies. So if you want or perform experiments related to virology, aptamer, diagnostic, biomedical, and if you found this article suitable for your research interest or for your proposal, then you can read about these things. If you will read about the abstract, you will get the ideas what aptamer are, how they has been generated, how they have been applied in the biomedical sector, especially for HIV. So here is the crisp, okay. Here you can see the affiliation. This paper we have published from the USA, Florida International University of Miami. So here you can see the abstract. Then we have discussed the introduction. So here I'm not presenting what I have done, what I have read about this subject area from different research group, that I have mentioned these citations. Okay. So in introduction, you will find the summary about all these things like HIV, aptamer, how aptamer has been generated by Celix, what are the benefits of using aptamers and its application. So subsection wise, I have classified and I have shown the studies about all these subject areas. Fine. And then I have designed my figures myself. I have drawn all these things in PPT only and to show you the outline how the aptamer has been generated by Celix. Okay. And the representation I have mentioned here. Similarly, how aptamers has been used for therapeutic and diagnostic in the HIV. So this figure also I have made in PPT and I have tried to summarize all this information in a one figure. And if you will find out others papers and other information which I have taken, so for them I have taken the permission and I have written the citations also. So if I am presenting different figures from different group, that time I have to take the copyright and permissions also. So this is kind of review. All the subsection information is present here. We don't have any conflict of interest. We have used the grant of NIH, so we have mentioned the funding and acknowledgement, and all the citations are given here. So this is related to a review, so which we have published in RNA Biology from US lab. Fine. I'm sorry, this will be a bit longer video, but it is useful for students. For that purpose, we are showing you how these things are different. Okay. So this was about the review. Now come to the research article. This is a research article where we have shown our experimental data. Fine. So this we have published from GNU India in the RNA biology. Okay. So once you will read about the title page, you can read the in vitro selected RNA aptamer recognizing glutathione induces ROS mediated apoptosis in human breast cancer cell line. So you can understand that the aptamer, which is recognizing and binding to glutathione, is inducing apoptosis in breast cancer cell line. And if suppose you are not aware of what aptamers, what apoptosis is, then once you will read about this abstract part, you will understand, okay, apoptosis is a programmed cell death and inhibition of apoptosis is actually causing cancer. So any agent who can induce apoptosis in cancer has a chances as a therapeutic candidate. So here you, if you are a beginner, you should read these keywords first. After title, read about these summary part of these keywords. Then read about the abstract 2 3 times, so you will understand why we have chosen glutathione, why we have chosen breast cancer and aptamer, and what are the result and what are the scope. Then come your introduction part where we have elaborated all these things like what are aptamer, what are Celix, what is glutathione, how the depletion of glutathione can induce apoptosis, which will be significant as a prospective anti-cancer agent. So all these things are mentioned in the introduction. And in this section, you can see all the results, like how we have generated the aptamer in the text and in the figure form. We have explained everything about the result part. Okay. So all these structure characterization, the real binding characterization, the biological effect in the breast cancer we have shown. And here in the section, we have mentioned everything in detail, like what has been done, what we have found, all those things. Okay. And in protocol section, in the method material section, you will find out all the details about how those things has been done. Okay. So these are things and all the references, all the grand details are mentioned. So this is a research article. I believe that you found this video useful for and informative, and I hope you will try reading some review on research article. If you found this video helpful for you, I would suggest and request you to share these videos among your scientific friends, and please like, subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.